We are going to see what happens here. This has popped up. My algorithm is fucking wild these days. Let's just see what this shit is, eh?
The leg, I'd like it to be amputated. That's what I perceive to be my end goal.
I guess I'll just ask the delicate question of why? Why? Get on with it.
BID is shortened for Body Integrity Identity Disorder, in which it's a condition where the brain doesn't recognise an aspect of the body. For me, the map stops on the right leg 3 inches from the hip.
Is that real? Like, I'm curious to know when psychologists and medical practitioners all convene to go over the studies and such and create, like, a name for a disorder. Like, is it an actual thing, or is it something that just happens enough times that they go, look, it's frequent enough that we can call it a disorder? Or is there tangible hard data to show that there's like a certain firing of the neurons and synapses that creates this fantasy of being limbless or some shit like that? Because this is fucking whack.
It manifests in an itch. It'd be the equivalent of someone who is whole growing an extra limb. It does not belong there.
Before he came out to me with it, I didn't even know about BID. It felt like someone was coming out to me as gay or trans. You know, I could see how important it was for him and how nervous he was. My first thoughts were, that's unbelievable that my friend is having to go through this.
Yeah, I'm so skeptical. Especially the references. It's like being gay or trans. It's like, is it? Is it? We're still figuring out the trans shit. We don't even know the definitive answer for the gay shit. I've watched a bunch of fucking debates on that shit because I watch a lot of religion versus atheist and that, and it comes up all the bloody time because of religion's opinions on gay shit. But, I don't know, man. Cutting off your fucking leg, son?
I've tried myself a few times by injecting medical grade alcohol into the limb, but there was intense pain, more pain than I anticipated.
Like, could you factor this disorder, instead of just saying it's an isolated disorder, ... and therefore acceptable, A, fuck that, B, is this like a mental illness? This has to be a mental illness. Not in the derogatory sense where it's like, you fucking hate him because he wants to lob his fucking leg off. I don't even know the cunt. I don't fucking hate him, but this is abnormal in the extreme, son.
Because you could actually feel the alcohol drying up the muscles. There was a sense of feeling of success. You couldn't move it, but after 8 hours, it was fine. I got put in contact with a man who was regarded as what's called a gatekeeper, and he knows the names of surgeons who are willing to do an amputation for.
Yeah, no, fuck this. I'm not being nice about this. You can't let people cut their fucking limbs off. Yet. Not yet. We're not in the dystopia yet where we're editing literally everything on our bodies with machines and gene sequencing like CRISPR and all this shit. Does anyone else feel like we're evolving into the dystopia? Not to shit can the future dystopia. Some of that shit will be fun. But all these things, like the people being trans, people wanting to cut their fucking legs off and shit like this, is something happening where, I don't want to say it's natural because it's not. It's out of the fucking norm, right? But is it happening where that is going to be more normalized, where people are plugging in machine parts to them or just outright being a tree trunk, just a torso, and they're loving it? Like, How far do you take? There has to be laws. This can't be legal.
A set
Like, what if a guy just wants to cut his head off and he has like a artificial heart and lungs just sitting next to him on a desk, and he's just a severed head, and he goes, "This is fucking sick. I'm loving this."
fee, and what they would do then is they would give you documentation to say it was an accident. I
Oh, clearly it's illegal.
paid this man in total just shy 20 grand. Turned out to be a massive scam. Last year,
Never thought I'd say this, but thank fuck for scammers, eh?
I was in a very dark place, and it culminated in me trying to jump in front of a train. I think what led me to feel was the sense of isolation and alienation. Not
This is really fucking with my head. Like, I'm fighting the urge to say the most ridiculously hurtful stuff because I'm trying to be empathetic and shit. But, like, there's this manipulative piano music under it, like his plight. And I'm sure, like, being in between his ears, the gooey matter that is his brain sounds like a fucking hellscape. Like, God bless you, son. But no. Don't cut your fucking legs off, mate. Why?
not being able to talk to anyone, they're constantly having to put on a mask.
He's hating that. Those steps he's taken, he's going, fuck this, bro. Nah, this is not for me. Can't stand this shit.
In terms of pretending, I try to do it at least once a day, if not longer.
He just folded his leg up, right? This is the act of lobbing your leg off. And now we've got hopeful music, I just noticed. Like, this is the turnaround, the reprisal.
I feel a lot better, and I get to...
Dude, what the fuck, son?
see myself as I would be, or should be, rather than as I am.
No, actually, I'll go ahead and stop you there, mate. No, you're seeing something wrong. You're manifesting something wrong. How you should be is how you were born. Nature decided that. I guess the part I'm fighting off is this idea in my head of people that have had their limbs blown off. And I know it's a cliche and it's a cheap move in an argument or something, or to stress your point. Like, think about the starving kids out there, like the kids who get their legs blown off as collateral damage in these bullshit Illuminati wars and stuff out there. But for real though, they would kill for a fucking leg, son. Let's listen to the more happy guitar. Oh, beautiful. This is what I'm after. BIID is not recognised as a medical diagnosis by the Health Service in the UK, and Nick has been diagnosed instead with OCD. Interesting. I'm loving that first sentence. Don't ever fucking change that, boys. Yeah, so it must be like a radical obsessive compulsive disorder, and he's just shit out of luck. You know how the minor versions of it are like, I scrub my hands until the fucking whole top layer of skin comes off so they feel clean. I can't go without my day, go on with my day unless I've done that. And this guy's going, I just happen to want my fucking leg gone. Hates taking steps. Can't stand the thought of kicking a soccer ball is a kick in the guts to him. He feels offended. You go, fucking stand up for this bloke, and he goes, what did you just say? Why don't you give me a standing ovation? It's like fucking Scary Movie. One of the few academics looking into the disorder is psychologist Dr. Anna Seat. Uh-oh. Boys? She's keen to test Nick and add his results to her research.
It's a peculiar condition known since around 1970 in which a perfectly healthy individual with no physical damage, no psychiatric problem, quite early in childhood starts to desire a different body.
I feel that he has a psychological issue, though. Like, how could he not?
Okay, so when you're ready, you can start. With Nick, we did some experiments on emotional processing. With results, what we see is a clear pattern, and it shows that there is a different emotional processing in relation to the representation of the body. The life risk which is associated with BID is really extreme. We should try to understand what can we do for these individuals, because it's not...
Can we develop a brainwashing system where we put them through a series of indoctrinational videos and medications and that to train them out of it? Like, is that even an option that medical people are allowed to think of, or do they get accused of being, you know, an evil scientist or something?
Fair to be suffering like this and to put your life at risk.
I don't like the number thing either, or the Q&A, the questions, like, to sort it out. Like, he's clearly preloaded with such a bias to want his fucking legs lobbed off that surely he's going to be like, you're a human, your brain's going to look at all these questions and go, which is the answer that gets me closer to losing me legs?
Meeting Anna today was really good. She was able to reconfirm things for me and put a name to a lot of things as well. And I look forward to speaking with her again and seeing what she comes up with in the terms of treatment. If the choice came for an amputation, I would jump at the opportunity.
Absolutely not, never.
That's the only way I can see the itch would stop.
If Nick would have his leg removed by a surgeon, safely, by a qualified surgeon, I would be behind him 110%.
Okay, I've been so nice in this video. Benevolent, kind, understanding. What kind of fucking attitude is that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Fuck off, son. I'd so get behind him. And then if he wanted his arm gone next, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the placating of an addiction. Like, what's to say he goes, well, now he gets his leg lobbed off and him and his partner are going, oh, yeah, let's go fuck each other up the arse in celebration. Good on yous, God bless, and all that shit, right? And then the next day he wakes up and he goes, you know what? I got this crazy itch in me other leg now. Do you know what I'm getting at?
I hope Nick's future will be
one without legs.
Will be where he can just be himself.
I'd like to start living again, but I'd also like to work with people with BID and help them either cope with it or get the help they need. And you've got the people who do have it in the sense of they're not alone.
Well, fuck, there you go. What's all this other shit? Let's have a look at this before we leave off here. Teenage ballerina uses ankle as knee joint. Okay. Something must have happened to that little darling. Woman wants to be permanently paralyzed. No. I made myself blind. 17's refusing to let their condition... Is this all for... I gotta subscribe to this page. This is insane. Now, I've heard of this shit. You hear it all the time in all the social commentary videos we take in. I have heard of this. I didn't... Now, BIID will stick in my head. But this site seems to... It's labelled it that many times. It's not recognised medically, but this is how you start allowing it in with just sheer volume. Well, there you go. There you go, everyone. Body integrity identity disorder, a fake thing that needs to be treated psychiatrically or fucking... I need Joe Rogan here. I'm sure he'd be like, yeah, you need psychedelics, man. Whoa. who knows what the cure is for this shit, but no to lobbing limbs off. And you know where they'll get me, though? Because they can sneak it in, like, very easily. They'd be like, so you're against chicks getting tit jobs? And I'll be like, no. Like, see? You know, you get into that weird thing where you're like, hang on, what is this argument actually? Because no, if people want to get nose jobs and shit like that, but that getting bigger tits and fixing the straightness of your nose is like adding. It's like we're okay with adding, no subtracting. It comes down to math. Anyway, I got no idea. Later, boys.